My name is Clive Whalen. I am part of the Ebenezer Youth, and I'm in the Leaders in Training program at Youth. And as David said in his testimony a month ago, I can confirm that Holy Cross is the best high school. Tonight, I'll be telling you my story and journey through faith. I've been attending here at Ebenezer since birth, and I'm happy to call Ebenezer my church family. At the age of 5, I let Jesus into my life. It was late at night, and I was with my mom as she guided me through accepting Jesus into my heart. After that, I only followed Jesus and went to church because that's what my parents did. For me, it wasn't until I was about 12 that I began fully understanding what following Jesus meant. As I explored the meaning of being a Christian, I found more and more ways to grow in my faith. As I grew older, I began asking questions. Some were answered right away, and others I'm still trying to figure out. There have been many people who have helped me throughout my life in exploring and growing in my faith journey. Luke Fair, one of my life group leaders, has encouraged me and pointed me down the right path in my life, from answering questions I had about God to being a positive role model to be around. He has never shied away from being there for me and being someone I look up to. I look to him for guidance and advice, and he is always there to deliver. In grades 8 through 9, I went through some hardships in my faith. I began questioning my faith a lot more as more questions arose and made me wonder if there was a God to begin with. Throughout this time, it frightened me to think of what it would be like without God. So I began to suppress the questions I had. This was not a very healthy lifestyle, as burying the questions I had began to reflect on how I acted. I was more irritable and not fun to be around in general. After a couple of months, some of my closest friends confronted me about this and how I'd been acting. They told me how I was acting differently and how I needed to change. I reflected on this immediately and started to change. I began looking to others for guidance and began voicing my concerns to one of my very close friends and, at the time, youth leaders, Mateus. He helped me through troubling times and gave me security in my faith. Like Luke, he is also someone I heavily relate to and has become a very important person in my life. For me, Isaiah 6:8 has acted like a calling in my own life. It says, "Then I heard the Lord asking, Whom should I send as a messenger to this people? Who will go for us? And I said, Here I am, send me." More recently, I have seen that my faith and living through God has positively impacted others around me. Friends have come to me looking for spiritual advice. Others have asked me questions about my faith. And overall, the passage I had previously read has, like I said, acted as a calling to me to show others that I am here to serve them in being a servant of the Lord and being someone for them to lean on. In other words, I'm ready for God to send me. Today, I'm showing the world that I am God's messenger and getting baptized and proclaiming my faith publicly. Thank you for listening.